How's it going, everyone? My name is Roger. Welcome to Woodpecker Crafts and Builds. I want to show you this new van that I just finished building. It's a completely new setup. Let's take a look. Okay, now let's talk about the doors. I lined them up with cedar wood. I decided to go with tongue and groove on this one. I like the way the pattern of tongue and groove turns out, and it's also a little bit easier to work with. I also decided to put this handle on here as kind of the door handle so they could pull it from the inside. It's usually meant for hanging coats and stuff like that, but I thought it was a cool setup so you could be in the inside and just yank the door closed. And everything has insulation. There's polyisofoam behind all the doors, a layer on the floor. There's some insulation on the ceiling and on all the walls. And now let's talk about the inside. Maybe we'll start off with the sink. The way that it works is you would open this door, and we have a electric pump there, 12-volt pump, and we have the regular RV setup for the drainage, and two 6-gallon tanks, one with clean water, one with dirty water. And the customer wanted something like this where he could pull both of the jugs out of the side without needing to go inside. I have some bungee here to kind of hold it in place. There's some room for a third one if they ever decide to set something up like that, because sometimes when it comes to these, the more the better. And yeah, I'll show you how the sink turns on from the inside. There was also this shower here. This is the shower adapter that you plug on the window so you can take a shower, because this sink also pulls. You can pull it. There's usually a little weight on it, but I decided not to put the weight on this one. I'll see what they want to do, because you know, maybe they want it without it. You could always add it later on. I have it in here. Okay, so let's talk about this setup here. They wanted the sink to be placed specifically here so they could pull out those jugs. And they also wanted, they're going to put swivel seats on both of the chairs, and they wanted a table where they could work here. This is going to be kind of, they're going to live here full time, and it's going to be kind of their home office travel van. So they're going to put swivel chair on this one, and then I have the table that lifts up like that. Really good setup, easy. I put teak wood. This is teak wood on the countertops on this one, on all the other tables that you will see in here. And yeah, so that's how it works. And to pull it down, you just hit the latches and it comes down. And same thing on this side. I don't know if you met our buddy Jimas. He's coming along with us for this tour. Say something for the camera, Jimas. Okay, so this is also another table here. That's how it comes up. And this is so they could eat dinner across from each other. This chair is also going to swivel, and yeah, and then same thing, how it comes down, you just click both of the latches on the bottom. Yeah, you just hit both of those latches in the bottom, and then you close them. Now let's talk about this section of the van. So everything is cedar, pretty much cedar and pine. As far as these cabinets here, I put a little storage here. This is something small for maybe some documents or small items. And this is that one seat that is next to the table, so they can eat across from each other. On this section here, I have the toilet. I have the toilet here, brand new porta potty, so they could also take this door out, so they could take it out completely and they could use it that way. And this is one of those that you could just, once it fills up, you could the bottom comes off and you could drop it in a toilet or somewhere else in a regular toilet. As far as the sink, here's the other side of that sink. So this door, I made it come off completely, so they could pull the jugs if they decide to pull out the jugs this way. I was trying to figure out a setup for the door, but if I made a hinge that way, then they couldn't pull out the jug that way. If I made it this way, they have the freezer here. They're gonna put a freezer on this side, so it'll block it. So that's how that works. And this is attachable, detachable. I got this tip off of a YouTuber. I'll put the link on the description. I forgot his name, but solid setup. All right, so now let's talk about the sink and show you it from above. Pretty much teak wood on top of it as well. Teak is a really good wood. It's usually used on boats, things like that. It's a good weatherproof type wood, usually used outdoors. So we made the sink countertop and all the tables with it. And the sink, how it works, you turn on the switch on the side and then you just raise it. That's the sink version, shower style. You could also pull it so you can take a shower outside. Okay, and then this section here, they wanted it open so they could put a fridge in there. So a fridge is gonna go in there. It's gonna be a Dometic. I forgot the numbers. I'll put it in the link. It's the one that has the side door that opens. And they also wanted a place where they could sit down throughout the day and do some work, and then they could also turn it into a bed at night. So you could get in this side easily, of course. And the other side, I made this here so you could open it and close it, so you could get on that section. And this table comes up and it comes completely off, and then you unscrew the bottom and the bed lays flat on top of these woods here, and then you have the bed. Okay, so let me show you how the bed works. I would flip this up, close these two, pull it up. I'll put it here for now so you can see the setup. And you basically just untwist the bottom portion here, untwist this one, twist it open. That's how it looks on the bottom. And we'll put that under here. While the bed is like this, they could also just use it without the table, of course, but let me just show you something here. This right here, there's some storage underneath, and this is where the Goal Zero 500X is. And pretty simple basic setup, functional. And I put it there so they could turn it on and off, and they could access it through here. Keep it on. So that's here. That's where it is. I also put a hole coming out of here on the bottom, going inside and coming up here, so they could plug in their cell phones and stuff like that up there. And there's also storage on the back. I'll show you that. I'll show you that when we open up the back door. So let me show you how the bed works. So then you get the table, you put it in the middle. Okay. I know I'm in the front, but so that's how the setup works. And then you get the cushions, you put it in the middle, put the other one there, and then you got a bed. Strong, heavy duty. And as far as the light, we got a dimmer switch on it. I almost forgot to show you guys the light. Dimmer switch, click it on, and we have light. So it dims. Now this is all cedar wood on the top, and the bottom is also the vinyl floor. This is a vinyl roll sheet. So cedar on the top, vinyl roll on the floor. They picked the floor. So as far as the storage, they wanted some storage above where they could store some things and use this area up. I stopped it here, of course, so it's not in the way of the sink, but this is how the storage looks inside. Same thing on this side. And I used the front space for storage as well. Let me show you. So the front space as well. And I used up this plastic that was already here before. I don't know if they were using this van for like a school or something, but yeah, that's the front storage there. I also put the cooler here, just temporary until he gets his fridge. I think the fridge is out of stock at the moment online. That might be the reason why he's thinking about not getting it yet. Let me show you how the back looks so you can see a little bit of the back storage, and that's pretty much it. And I think the curtains, the curtains, the way that they work is you just open them up and pull them like that. They're blackout curtains, so you won't get any light through, or that much light through. I also tacked it on the sides so it could be stuck to the side, so when you open there's no gaps. And you tie it up. I made these here, you might have seen it on the other videos. I made these out of cedar, little cedar wood pieces with burlap string. I really like this little setup to hold it. All right, let me show you the back, how the back storage works. Let's talk about the storage in the back. Same thing here on the doors, pulleys on this side. So yeah, we chose to go with this gray fabric to kind of match the floor a little bit, and the front two chairs and a little bit of the front. This here is 6-inch memory foam, and first time that we were able to cover it with Velcro straps. Myra figured out how to get this going. Shout out to Myra. She was able to get this going so they could remove this and wash it whenever they need to, and we're really proud of this upholstery work. Also, let's talk about this setup here on the bottom. So that's the storage for the back portion. I put the propane tank, the gas stove here, and you know, they could cook outside whenever they're ready to get some meals going. There's also storage on this side. This one's open. I don't have anything in there now. They can put whatever they want. I decided to make 2 bigger ones and then 2 smaller ones on this side. You've seen the one that has the energy, and this side has another one. There's another storage there. So 4 storage pieces.
So what's the size of the bed?
And the bed is, I think I asked their sizes. He is 5'7", she's 5 something, and the bed will fit them. The bed is about 5, I think it's 5'10". It's a full size, but I cut it down to accommodate the corners since it starts getting smaller on the sides. So yeah, it's about a 5'10", yeah, 5'10". Going across. Over here I think it's like a 5'9" or something. It gets a little bit smaller, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the setup. And then you just put all the puzzles. Oh wait, is that right? Oh no, this one's here. You put all the puzzles together to get the bed going. And I laid in it to test it out. I thought I was gonna feel the cracks, you know, in between, but you really don't feel it. They're gonna probably put a sheet over it so they could lay on it, and yeah, it's great. I really like this setup and the way this van turned out. All right, everyone, that concludes the video. Let me know what you think about this setup. I personally really enjoyed it. I think it was a great build. I like the bed setup. I like the sink. I like everything about this van, honestly. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Check out our other channel, RM Travels, r.m.travels. I'm gonna post a Vegas video up here so you can see some travel tips, and enjoy. See you next time. Yee-hee.